Some may ask, why is he wearing jewelry and a bathrobe? And I think the most appropriate response to that really truly is, to be on camera without the appropriate accessories is bad ton. Bad boy. Good morning. Oh dear. Libra moon on a Sunday. Let's talk some astrological weather. Wow. Hi, my patrons, my humans, my heroes, my angels, oh wait, no, there are more now, right? My seekers, my humans, my heroes, my angels, my witches, my immortals, my mystics, and my gods, goddesses. Good morning. I'm in my happy jammies. Got that one of my favorite bathrobes on. Got the torch of Ariel, the ring of Aphrodite, because the moon is in Libra, the bow of Eros, because the moon's in Libra. And why not? Because I'm working all day today. That's why not. A lot going on, but very, very happy to be here. So much to talk about. I'll try and keep it brief. That's probably not going to happen, but we will have some fun today in our public version of this. My patrons, if you chat, they will see it. So if you don't, that's okay. That's okay. But we do this every morning here for everybody else on planet Earth. Every morning, bathrobe, hair doing what's going to do. Okay, I brushed it. Okay, cup of coffee. Just because I brush it doesn't mean it's going to do what I want it to do. I'm Mars conjunct Leo rising, and my fucking last name is Lyons. Whoop. Yeah, I curse. Sorry. Believe me, those kind of curses are way better than the other kind of curses, which I was well trained in and try not to use anymore. Because some of them are just right on the tip of the tongue some days, and particularly because we're going into dark moon. Oy. Dark moon in Libra. Not quite yet. But when is new moon? New moon. I've said it over and over and over again. You think I'd remember it by now. New moon in Sagittarius at 5:57 p.m. on Wednesday. So let's say 8 p.m. Wednesday. So we can count that backwards. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, tonight by 8 p.m., right? 3 days before the new moon is the dark moon, the balsamic moon. It's shadow time. That's why I do them 8 card draw shadow reads to give you clues, tips, and hints when you're in the crucible alchemizing lead to gold. You know, because I'm nice like that. I'm cool like that. Oh, look. Oh, my God. There's an orb. I love when people comment. It's like there's an orb. It's like, I just haven't dusted. That's all. It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, look, Sunday, day of healing, day of prophecy, day of clarity, right? Day of success. Good day to find that balance within yourself, right? I'm still in Scorpio sun, so you don't got to broadcast anything to anybody, right? You can feel your feelings very deeply and not tell anybody in the world about it if you want. Or have a good conversation, moon in Libra, with a friend, a counselor, a therapist, an advisor, something or other. You know, or go straight to the divine. Go, It's not like they don't know. No, I'm a mystic. A mystic witch from day one. Born on a full moon, I think I would call that mystic witch born on day one. I think, one would think. So I have mystical experiences consistently, not all day long. I mean, I gotta brush my teeth and stuff. You know, scooping the kitty litter. That's not the moment usually. You never know what you're going to see in the pretty kitty litter. Oh, divinatory moment. But I had this moment. I guess it was around 1 a.m. this morning. I got to bed a little after that. Just talking to my higher self. And I teach this stuff, man. Come Patreon on Patreon or book me for a class. Hire me. I want to travel in the world again someday. Teach actual students in a classroom with a dry erase board. Oh, how exciting. And I'll live stream it or something, you know what I mean? And I was just like, and I know the name of my higher self. I'm not saying it here right now. I was like, hey, and my higher self said 2 words that just melted me in the best way possible. It said, I know. Oh, then it hit me. I'm actually confessing what I'm feeling and what I want and all that to my higher self that knows all of that and why, right? And the purposes behind it. And it was just, if you ever want to feel understood, open a line. It's Sunday. Call your higher self. I got to call my mom today. Although my schedule for today, let's talk business. Let's just divert. We'll come back if we need to. Business, work. How you doing, boys? Talk to you later. Mel Brooks. I think I only have five card draws left for new moon, so I'm making 3 of them today, 2 of them tomorrow, and then I'm done. And they're being scheduled in advance so that I can have a few days off because I've got that Sagittarius new moon spell that I need to do, that I want to do. I think it's called a spell for shadows. I was going to do it for Samhain, but then that ancestor Ho'oponopono thing happened. And I was like, no, inspiration. Just shuffled it. But it would be that mutable fire of the new moon to light a spark, to light the way through the shadows, right? Inner and outer, archetypally speaking, I guess, symbolically speaking, so that we can get ready for Yule, the rebirth, the birth of the sun, and the light side of the year starts again. So I'm just creatively, I'm thrilled because why? On the 18th of November, Patreon hit its first year anniversary. Oh my goodness, I can't believe how much I got done. But as I say in my book, Words of Grace, but I pretty much say it every day, grant me the mother grace of hope. The maiden grace, the mother grace, and the crone grace. The second one, grant me the mother grace of hope, the gateway grace. Opens yourself to other graces known and unknown. Oh, that I alone do nothing, but with the divine all things are possible, and there is a silver thread guiding me through the labyrinth, that there is a divine plan in play. Yeah, that's something to hold hope for, right? That's that thread, that intuitive thread. And do you have to feel hopeful 24/7, 365? No. But I know that I alone do nothing. So I got an incredibly a lot of creativity came through me, considering it was waning moon, right? Like I got a lot done, and I'm so freaking, I don't want to say proud, because pride is a deadly sin, but I'm like really, really happy, and God, what is the word? Well, self-esteem is a verb, not a noun, but I'm not shocked, whatever. You can feel it, right? You can feel the vibe. Just like, wow. But I alone do nothing. That's what keeps you from starting cults. That grace of humility, the first one, right? Maiden, mother, crone, right? Crone, grace of endurance. Yeah, get my book, Words of Grace. Unless you're on Patreon, then depending on what level of subscription, you get the original version of Words of Grace, not the Kindle version. Oh, no. Yeah, the difference between Words of Grace, the version 1 that I did, and version 2 on Kindle, which I hired someone else to do, and it's okay. It's the difference between Fellini and IKEA. Like, there you go. That is exactly it. Oh man, talk about image rich, the version I did. Yeah, well, I'm an artist, People are like, you should edit down what you want. I'm like, I do the Coco Chanel thing before I leave the house, but I've got so much on that I got to do it 2 or 3 times. It's okay. I just do the, Diana Prince spin, and something flies off and it's all good. She's a wonder. So yeah, let's see. I got Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, 5 card draws. Tomorrow I'll do Aquarius, Pisces, and you guys will get Pisces. The Pisces work, career, vocation. That'll hit today at some point. Other than that, man, I'm psyched. I'm I'm not going to be with family this year. For Thanksgiving on Thursday, I am going to be staying with, I can't even say new friends. I've known them since right before the pandemic. A friend of a friend, but not like friends of mine. And I spent Thanksgiving with them last year, and they invited me this year. And this last time it wasn't at their house. This time it is at their house, and they have a hot tub. I mean, prepare yourself. The moment this Pisces moon, I haven't been in a hot tub aside from a bathtub that was hot. No, I mean with the jets, the whole fucking nine. The second my Pisces moon feet hit that water, there's going to be this wave of gratitude that goes across the planet. All of a sudden, all war ends forever. Hey, Pisces moon, 12th house collective unconscious. It could happen. Judy Tenuta has crossed, but she is the petite flower and ever will be the giver goddess fashion plate saint. She has joined my I should call it my cabal of a specific group of spirit guides that I call the Shecky Collective. I mean, if you probably found me through the readings that I do on YouTube, right? Not the spiritual counseling stuff from like spiritual teacher stuff from 2016 forward. I can't help it. They throw the jokes in my head. It flies out my mouth. I'm still responsible for what comes out of my mouth, but I love them. And they couldn't be part of the Shecky Collective, I'm sure, unless they had the cred for it. So Carrie Fisher. Oh my God, they're all up there. I love them all so much. And I'm very, very happy to be doing this work. And that's what allows me to put my heart into this, is to not take it all so seriously and yet get that I'm fulfilling what I came into this life to do. Balance, right? So, cardinal air, creative air. If you find yourself in tricky, sticky situations with family members, like singular or plural, friends, the world, whatever, it's fine. It's not fine that it's happening, but it's okay to have the dark thought. Just don't act on it. Put it into creativity instead of destructivity. We'll go with it for right now. Reincarnated thesaurus. Well, I am verbal, and I'm glad for it, because with Pisces moon and a Virgo sun, no reason I should be. But yeah, that Mercury conjunct Venus and Libra, third house, is quite the kick. Talk about an angel on your shoulder. Seriously. Well, no, he's like, You guys been enjoying that, I hope. The Muppet dance between the ego and the soul. I love doing that. I was raised by a nursery school teacher. I'm very good with hand puppets. So we're going to do the blessing. We'll do the do. I just really want to thank my patrons on Patreon. And I'll do it again, I'm sure, before we're done. Talk about creative air, cardinal air, Libra. The creativity that's come out of me in the past year as a result of Patreon is just, I look back, I just scroll down on all the stuff we have had on Monday, every single Monday, one of the Vimeo on-demand workshops or classes post on Patreon, one a week for, I think, 60 weeks. I didn't realize I had that much content already made when I started Patreon last year. So there's like one or two left, I think, and then we're done. Those are, so at any point, anybody can subscribe. My subscribers, you can jump in and just, like, depending on your level of subscription, you can jump around, right? Gods and goddesses get everything. They get all of it. But like witch gets the witch classes, and the mystics get this stuff, and the heroes, I think, for the heroes now get magic, miracles, and mysticism. That series, we never got to finish it because the Silver Prim closed down, thank God. Yeah. So thank you, I guess is what I want to say. I had to go around the universe to come back to just go next door, but whatever. So get yourself comfortable in a position you can stand for a couple of minutes or something. Pull your chakras. My coffee is so good. I hope yours is too, or whatever your beverage might be. Otherwise, please take a nice deep breath. Oh, take a few. What the hey? My favorite soundtrack in the background, sound of ocean waves. Oh, Merboy. Still point. As I call upon our collective pantheons of the divine, our guides, masters, teachers, gods, goddesses, saints, angels, totems, healers, ancestors, and higher selves all the way back to the divine singularity to surround each and every one of us today in a force field of light. A force field of truth and light, same thing, containing and protecting our energy field. So all information that exchanges, all information and energy that exchanges between all overtones in all dimensions, all timelines of all lifetimes does so clearly, cleanly, and for the well-being of all. That means conversations with people in the physical world. That means social media, television, news, whatever, as well as the astral stuff, the psychic stuff, the inspiration, the intuition, that it all be done clearly, cleanly, and for the well-being of all. For myself personally, I got readings to do today. That we may tune to the balance, the still point in the center of the two scales today inside of ourselves, giving ourselves the love, 7th house, Libra ruled by Venus, to give ourselves that specific frequency of love that only we can give ourselves, which need not say a word in the outside world, but in the world behind our eyes and in our hearts. It's okay. It's okay. My mantra for compassion, I love you. My mantra for transformation, give it some breathing room, that we may be the best that we can be today, that we may able to create rather than destroy, even though we're just about in dark moon at the time of this recording. Less than 12 hours. But rather take us by the hand, so to speak. Don't do it literally. It freaks people out. Take us by the hand. Walk us through this day that we may make the most loving, wise, empowered choices and decisions from a place of balance. Even if we're doing shadow work, that decision, I'm going to lay down and breathe and take a nap is what I'm going to do, right? Like that. If that's the wisest, if that's the guidance, if that's the grace, we just do it to the best of our ability. We don't have to cross every T and dot every I. It's not that kind of game. Because if I have learned one thing for sure, my beloved pantheons of the divine, you don't care so much what we do, but why we do it. Where are we coming from on that lead to gold percentage scale? Coming from fear, patterning, conditioning that's been on this planet for a very, very, very long time, passed down from generation to generation since Neanderthals, far back you want to go, right? Do you want to come from that fear, that honestly reaction, which we're going to have anyway, reflex, we're going to get triggered, but in that moment we can choose. Find that still point. I don't know what to do. Grant me the maiden grace of humility to know that I do not know, but I'm willing to be shown, and that I'm open to it. I'm open to doing this differently, but in the stillness, in the still point. I can see how everything changes me for the better whenever I am still. Thank you, Matt Kahn. The universe always has a plan. Brilliant book. Thank you, Matt Kahn. That we may be the best that we can be today. Fulfill our roles in the ineffable great plan of it all, where even our fuck-ups, our screw-ups, our mistakes, our guilt, our shame, our regret is just part of it. And may we remember today at some point to turn to the divine, the highest we can reach for, or just the ones that we are guided to, even our own higher selves, to say, hey, so we can hear maybe my cat Melchior calling to his people, come here, sweetheart, so that we can hear the divinity above and within say those two words, like a panacea, maybe even just a temporary panacea, good name for a band. I know. I know. But the world. I know. But I want. I know. But I don't have. Darling. I know. It's okay. I love you. I've got this. And I've got you, babe. Thank you, beloved pantheons of the divine, and may I please be funny today, right? If not every word is like a sterling pearl of wisdom dripping forth from my throat chakra out into the world. May I embrace the dark humor. I don't gotta say it. I live alone. The cats don't mind. But that we make this the best day that we have ever had, but not the best day that we will ever have. Why? Because every day is a winding road and we get a little bit closer. Wisdom of the crow. I love you. Thank you, my beloved pantheons of the divine. Thank you, my patrons. Thank you, my subscribers on YouTube. Thank you for all my Facebook friends in general, but specifically on the Mark Angelo Lyons Mel for short private Facebook group. Oh, shush. My phone's an eavesdropper. Thank you, General Specific. May we be blessed with all that we need today. And even if we don't remember anything in particular from this day, may we remember this. We have choices. We can be just or unjust, fair or unfair, but that starts within. I know. So even if that compassionate extension that we may receive from our own divinity, higher self, whatever, Reiki, Shmeiki, Eggs and Bakey, that perhaps we are able to then share that with somebody even silently when they're not at their best. Because it's not the person, it's that program that they're running, that their ancestors ran, or they picked up from society or the schoolyard, or dating, or whatever, that we can just silently or verbally say, hey, I know it's not okay. I know it's not okay. It's okay. I know it's okay. Because that's compassion. That's allowance. That's acceptance. That creates a space. Not necessarily a literal one, but cardinal air, an opened space for more possibilities to choose from. Thank you, beloved pantheons of the divine. Let's go kick some root chakra for the well-being of all, with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. I love you. I know you're hearing the theme music in your head, aren't you? So 23 minutes. I mean, really, I realize that I could be doing a morning talk show, but then I would have to have other people on the couch. And aside from cats right now, that answer is no. Why? Because I am the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. Oh, you may call me Mal. Oh, Lord and Lady Bounce, now you're so myopic. Oh, Lord and Lady Doorstops, they just get in the way. Wishing you all the very best and very blessed, my beloved patrons, my seekers, my humans, my heroes, my angels, my witches, my mortals, my mystics, my gods, goddesses. Good time to you all. Have a good one. Let them have it. Hang in there. Have at it. Hail. Farewell. I love you. And blessed, blessed be. Bye.